What up, boys? Welcome back to Reddit Review. Today we're actually going to hopefully get this up on a Sunday. Last week I had to repost, as some of you may know. It went up on maybe a Tuesday. I posted last Sunday, but YouTube was in like a glitchy period where pretty much nobody got it to their sub boxes, and then comments and likes were disabled. So I was like, fine, we'll wait for YouTube to fix themselves and then we'll re-upload. So all the comments that were like, hey, you re-uploaded this, there's why. I didn't just re-upload because, you know, that's fun. Also, to all the comments saying the silver hair looks awful, like, it goes eventually. I'm just gonna go all of the colours so we can see which one looks the worst. Alright, so today we're actually gonna start off on my subreddit. I said this would be at the end, but I figured if we did this like we do the CR one, where I review everything and then just cut out, like, the bad bits, then it wouldn't be too long and we could just shove it in at the start, and then most of it is either me related or ClashRoyale related anyway, so it's not too bad. By the way, just as a note for this video, our Reddit's currently at 85 members, which is why I'm going to advertise this. Can we get that to like 100, please? If you have a Reddit and you haven't already subscribed to it, then it's top link in the description. Just triple digits will look nice, okay? And as you're about to see in this video, because I've already recorded it all, we've literally just sat here and read all of the posts, so if you want me to see anything, Reddit's the way to go, and then 100 members would be very nice, so thank you. Me and the boys ready to troll with max E-Barbs on ladder. I actually have max E-Barbs, which is very sad, but I don't think I'm gonna be trolling with max E-Barbs. Maybe I will. Maybe that's an idea. I don't know. I've put this image to die instantly. What is this? Why has this been made? It's just okay. Please don't hate my memes. When Supercell decides to buff E-Barbs despite being from the ladder. I mean, yeah, they sort of had to though, because they're bad in challenges, so I don't see why they don't just entirely rework the card to be a common or an epic, opposed to just being like, oh, we'll find the balance. Like, that's so difficult to do. Why don't you just change the rarity and then life's fixed? Oh look, it's a little non-ginger virgin Bailey. I mean, I was ginger here, what do you mean? R/CR Bailey OP, well, this sure looks gay. I mean, it is. Oh, there's a full image here. We must click on it to see the full image. In Brawl Stars, the high safe spawns gems when destroyed, but in ClashRoyale it spawns gold. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? Because gold is like, actually no, gems don't do anything in Brawl Stars. Or maybe they do, but gems are green. So these aren't real gems. They're like gems, but they're dyed. So maybe they should be dyed gems, and I don't know. It's all inconsistent. Just gone and stolen this deck from the leaderboard somewhere. I've already played one game of it, and I've lost because Three Musketeers are trash.
Are you sure about that?
What is this? What is this? 58.25% based on free. What is this win rate?
Sure about that?
Is this? I assume this is win rate for this deck, maybe? Alright, in my defense, this was recorded, like, straight after Three Musketeers were changed back to 9. I pretty much gave it no time, and I uploaded it, like, later because I was planning for a trip that I was on, so in my defense, they were trash at the time, and maybe they're a little bit better now, but I'm justified. Closest game I've ever had. See, I'll watch this video because it's, like, video. Alright, his tower's at 103. Why did I say 200? I don't know. The Valkyrie hits those two. Oh, that was very good on the Ice Spirit. Does he get the block? Oh, he gets the E-Wiz on. That was very lucky you actually got that. Alright, he's pre-ganged around the tower, which you poison, which was the right move. You get... Oh, he actually catches the miner, which sucks. Are you gonna win this? I'm actually, like, gonna be really surprised that he didn't just... Why would he place it there? And that log actually saved you from the miner? Jesus! Bluebird, kill him, and then for some reason he does that. Yeah, why wasn't he zap cycling? You just go mine a poison now, right? Although this minion horde might ruin you. Oh, this is scary. Oh, this is... Why would he play the barrel like that? If he played it around the tower, he would have won that game. That was actually really close. I'm impressed. This got lost in new on the CR subreddit. Maybe I've better luck here. I mean, yes, you will, because I play all of the content here, so good job. So, there's a Lava Hound. Oh, Lava Hound DPS suck. Which is why you... Oh, actually, it's a 1-1. I was going to say you managed to win. But you actually got 1-1. That's actually really impressive. It's so rare to see, like, free crown draws. And those are, like, even rarer. So I appreciate that. How hard would it be to push to 6k plus for mostly level 11? I mean, pretty difficult. But also, when you look at the cards, it's probably not that, like, level dependent. The Ice Wiz, yeah. The Log, not really. The Rocket you'll get away with. Ice Golem's 12, she'll get away with that. Tornado, not at all affected. Mega Minion, a little bit. So, because it's a very level independent deck, I'm gonna say you might be able to do it if you are, like, big pro. Matchmaking on ladder these days? What's this? What is this? Oh, you're saying that you're a level 9, it's a 13. I mean, yeah, maybe he just hasn't pushed, but maybe he is also just extremely bad. What ClashRoyale needs? Okay, hello. Come to me, big long post. I will read all of you. That sounded weird, but I will do that. Right now, even with the update, the game is still stale from time to time and feels boring. I believe what Clash Royale needs is something new that will keep players in the game for longer. 2v2 ladder, I agree. The longest time someone will actually spend playing the game is not more than a couple of hours. Ladder, maybe a challenge, etc. So if 2v2 ladder was implemented, the game would be way more fun because you would have one more thing to push on, and it would be with a friend, and what could be better than that? I big agree with this one. Big thing about games is if you are able to make friends on them, you have a connection through that game, and you're more likely to play the game because it's a social interaction opposed to just being you sitting alone and playing a game. So even subconsciously, you're more likely to go back to that game because either you want to play with that friend and you want to develop that connection, or you develop new connections through the game. I feel like a very big thing to this would be like being able to add 2v2 partners as friends, because then you can keep playing together whenever you're online. But yeah, 2v2 is like really useless at the moment. It doesn't really add a purpose, so I'm all down for a 2v2 ladder. King of the Hill, I don't have to say a lot of things about it. It's just an awesome game mode, and you and your friends could go play for maybe 25 gems each and have fun for 30 minutes. It would also make competitive gameplay more familiar to the casual players. Yeah, I like that one. Only problem is like finding people who will sit and play for that amount of time, because a lot of Clash Royale players will play, you know, a 3-minute game then hop off, especially if they lose that game. But I guess if you lose in King of the Hill, then you're not really bothered, and if you win, you want to play more. So maybe it would work, and I'd actually just be interested to see how that goes down. Maybe they could do like a beta test of it. Maybe they just put it into the game for like, I don't know, a day or two and just see how it goes, and they keep it in if it goes well. But I would assume it would go well. 2v2 challenges, 50 gems are pretty much the same as 2v2 ladder, but more competitive. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how I feel about 2v2 in general, but maybe. As long as like the 2v2 challenges aren't forced and they're optional, then yeah, I'm down. Bring back clan chest, draft seasonal chest, and the third line in shop. I don't remember a third line in shop. I don't quite know what that's referencing. Draft seasonal chest, I don't mind how they do rewards at the moment, but maybe they could do a small one on top of the rewards. And then clan chest, as long as it's not 2v2, I'm down for. Double the amount of coins from chests and triple the amount of cards, and better rewards on Trophy Road. Maybe Trophy Road is pretty dead, especially with how they order the rewards, so I don't know. That's it. Sorry if I've made any mistakes. I'm not a native speaker. I think that's all perfect. I think this needs to be ETC, but apart from that, the whole thing was like perfect, and I didn't even like notice that you weren't a native speaker, so good job, dude. But yeah, I agree with all of them, especially the first two. The other ones are like maybe optional, but these two, like, big, strong agree with. Add one more, Vault the Royal Giant and Elite Barbs. Maybe just make them rares, like, voting them's a bit much. Early's new cuddle victim, what is this? Oh, I've seen these. They're just Clash Royale pillows. Apparently there was an Elite Barb one, but I don't think I want to stay and look for it, to be honest with you. Another video that says the power of lava loon. Okay. There's not even a balloon on the board. I guess you meant lava clone, unless I read it wrong. It did say lava clone. But yeah, it's a lot of units, and that's sort of what it does. Oh, is he gonna bring this back? Oh, okay. His opponent was like BMing him like, I win this game, but nah, you don't, it's clone spell. Yeah, the post did say lava balloon. There wasn't even a balloon, goddammit. Lava hound, can you make a lava hound deck? I mean, we just saw one. Do I just link in this post? What are your thoughts? My thoughts are smile. Alright, there we go. I'm very good at this subreddit thing. Balloon is not overpowered. Oh, it's another long post. Let's go. I also haven't had tea this morning. My throat is drying up. Yes, I said that, but read me out. All stats are based on tournament standard, correct. Balloon as a card is not overpowered. It's cards like Lumberjack and Miner that have gone unchecked for far too long in the game. Also, I'm a mobile, so sorry for formatting. Don't worry, dude, that's the least thing I'm picky about. But as for the post, I agree with Miner. Miner's like hella strong and has been for ages. Lumberjack, less so. I'm really not sold on Lumberjack still. I really think that card is like mediocre at best, but that's literally just me. Lumberjack, for example, is a DPS of almost 300 and just over 1,000 health, whilst Mini Pecker is a DPS of over 300 and just over 1,000 health. Now, while these stats may seem like Lumberjack is balanced compared to Mini Pecker, these slight differences change no spell interactions. They both die to Rocket and Lightning. The problem, Lumberjack drops a Rage spell, which is a spell that Supercell values at 2 Elixir. Yes, but also Rage spell is like ultra trash, so it's not actually worth 2 Elixir. You can only judge that card's valuation on if it's in a balanced state, then it's worth 2 Elixir, but I wouldn't say that Rage is worth 2 Elixir at all. Like, the fact that it's not used means that people don't believe that card is worth 2 Elixir, and because Lumberjack drops it, doesn't automatically make the Lumberjack add 2 Elixir, especially because it's not user controlled, like the actual Rage spell is. You drop the Rage spell, you put it wherever you want, but the Lumberjack drops it when he dies, so really, that Rage spell is closer to maybe less than 1 Elixir, but I get where you're coming from. Royale API says Lumberjack has a 20% usage rate, which is 17th, and a 51% win rate in Grand Challenges, and a 17%/49% in the top 200 ladder. I mean, that's okay. I wouldn't say it's overpowered, because it's like 17th, and there definitely aren't 17 overpowered cards in this game. Miner has also been meta for quite some time, although I cannot talk much about him since I don't use him. He's incredibly versatile and strong. For 3 elixir, you can place a mini tank that attacks anywhere in the arena. There's a similar health to an Ice Golem. Miner has 1000 health, and Ice Golem is just under 1000. He has been so good for so long and fits the best in cycle and control decks. Decks that Balloon favors nowadays. Lava Balloon is no longer the best Lava Hound deck, it's Lava Miner. Miner sits at 22% use 7th, and 50% win rate in grand challenges, and 30% use 4th, and 49% win in top 100 ladder. God, that was like a mouthful. But yeah, 100% agree, Miner could use like a tiny nerf, maybe, I don't know, it's tough what Miner needs to take off, because it depends what you want the role of Miner to be. If you want Miner to be a win condition, then you let it keep its damage, but you lower its health. But if you want Miner to just be a tank, then you lower its damage, but keep its health. The solution, I suggest Rage gets touched by making it 1 elixir instead of 2 elixir, and slightly buffing Lumberjack's stats to compensate. Nothing drastic, but maybe you can survive an extra print it, and reduce its Rage effect, maybe 30% or 28%, currently it's at 35%. Okay, now it makes sense that you're nerfing the Rage spell as well. But I don't really know if Rage is the big selling point of Lumberjack. I think maybe it's the fact that it like clears backline troops, and we don't really have many units that do that at the moment. Although that is iffy, because then eBarb's Rage at the bridge will be 7 elixir push, albeit less effective, and Miner doesn't need a rework, but instead slight health nerfs, as I think his damage is fine. Any suggestions? Okay, if you're nerfing the Miner's health, then you're making him less of like, how do I explain it? Less of a unit that goes in and tanks for things. You're making more of just like a sole win condition, because he keeps his DPS. Which I guess that's what you want to do, because your post was against Balloon. So I've just read this thread, and essentially Pixel's been like, oh, contact him on Discord. No, I am reading all of these. Like, I am here right now. I'm reading all of them. I am going to cut out ones that I don't deem very interesting for the video, but this one will definitely get in. So yeah, Cannibal, you did the right thing. This was the point of the subreddit. Alright, so I didn't actually plan for that all to be on my Reddit. I thought most of it would be like irrelevant content that I would just like cut out, but actually a lot of it was ClashRoyale, so I didn't have to go into the Clash Reddit to get that content. Let me know what you thought of this episode as itself. The plan isn't to make it all just my Reddit that's been made. The plan was to do like maybe 20% of mine and 80% of the normal episode, but because it was mostly Clash content anyway, I felt like it was okay, and we'll just experiment with it, and let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, big shout out to everyone who's already on the Reddit. I've read all of your posts now, so I see everything that you make, and if there's anything particular that you want my opinion on, then there's the best place to go. Once more, it's top link in the description. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like second link in the description, but you know what I'm saying. It's in the description. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and peace.